Okay. Now, let's start with talking about the volumes. Now, we have the surface area. We talked about the volumes and we talked about the surface area. Now, what is the surface area of the cone?
It's 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r multiplied by L.
It is the surface area now of the cone is 2 by r plus what?
The area of the base. Yeah, 2 pi r squared.
Yeah, the area of plus which is the area of the cone. The area of the base is plus the lateral area. What is the lateral area of the cone?
2 pi r multiplied by the slant height.
So 2 by r. Thank you. Now the pyramid.
It's half the perimeter times the lateral height plus the area of the base.
Yeah. The what also we have cylinder.
2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared.
And what do we have? Also the prism.
Oh wait, teacher, in the cone, isn't it just pi rl? It's not 2 pi rl, right?
Yeah,
It's just pi rl.
Yeah. And the last one, the prism.
It is 2 multiplied by the base plus the perimeter multiplied by her height.
Yeah, because we have two bases plus the perimeter. Let's say it as n times h.
Teacher, in the cone, doesn't it supposed to be pi r squared, not 2 pi r squared?
Yeah, I answer. Yeah, no, in the cone, we have only one. Yeah, it is pi r squared plus pi r. Yeah. The pyramid, it is half plus the area of one base because only we have one base. The cylinder, we have two bases, so we say 2 by r squared plus 2 by rh, which is the circumference times the height. And the prism, it is 2b plus the perimeter times h. Okay. Now let's have example now. Oh, before that, let's talk about the volumes of each one. What is the surface area now of the sphere?
4 pi r squared.
4 pi r squared.
4 by r squared. Okay. Now let's talk about the volumes now. The volumes of the cone.
1/3 pi r squared h.
Okay, now let's compare each one here. The volume of the cone now is what?
1/3 pi r squared h.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, Rose.
Teacher, are they going to make the exam in these teams?
Yes, we have. It must be. And that's why I
make it in Zoom, like it's not working.
This is not me. This is from Miss Kifaya.
Okay.
All the classes will be with the teams. I told you yesterday. So third, the area of the base times h. Now what about the pyramid?
1/3
The base times
But here in the cone, since we have one base, so I can write it as third the area of the base times h. Since we have this is the base is circle. Now what about the cylinder?
The cylinder is the base multiplied by h.
Yeah, which is by r squared h. The prism, the area of the base times
It's
h.
also by
And sphere,
h. 4/3 pi r cubed.
over 3 by r cubic. Now, the unit of the surface areas are in units squared, like meter squared, centimeter squared, inch squared, and so on. But for the volumes, it has to be meter cubic, centimeter cubic, inch cubic, and so on. Now let's have an example for the composite shape. We have a composite shape, and I want you to find its surface area and its volumes. This will be like a quickly revision for it. Let's have I will put example from the moment. If you have now this cylinder here and this cylinder here, we have a cone and here we have half a sphere. It's like this. This is a composite shape. Okay, I want you now, this is the radius here is 3 and the height here is 7. The height here is 4. The slant height here is 5. The radius is known. Okay, now let's find the surface area of this composite figure.
So the surface area of the cone plus the surface area of the...
No, it's the lateral area of the cone plus the lateral area of the cylinder plus half the surface area of the sphere.
Now let's talk
Should
about
only
let's talk about the cone first. We say that I'm looking at this shape. So if I imagine it now, which bases or which lateral faces should I touch? I touch the lateral area of the cone. So I will say now the lateral area of the cone plus, but the base of the cone, I didn't see it. Now look at the cylinder. What did I see from the cylinder here? Did I see its bases?
No.
No, I only say the lateral area of the cylinder. Plus, now look at the sphere. Did I see the base of the sphere? What did I see from the sphere? Did I see the whole sphere or half of the sphere? Half. So I will say half the surface area of the sphere. Now, the lateral area of the cone. What is the lateral area of the cone?
Pi r slant height.
By
So
r, the slant height. And the cylinder? But
it's 2 pi r multiplied by the slant height.
I'm sorry. So the lateral area of the cylinder is what we say?
2 pi r multiplied by the slant height.
Which is 2 pi r h plus half the area sphere by 4 pi r squared. Now, let's place now R. We said R by. Now what is the radius here? It's a 3. And the slant height, let's talk about the cone now, okay? We said this is the radius. And where's the height? Or the slant height, sorry.
It's 4.
Is it 4 or 5?
It's 5. The slant height.
Yeah. Plus 2 by R. Now let's talk about the cylinder. Where's the radius? It's 3. And the height is 7. Plus half 4 by the radius is also 3 squared. So 9 times 2, 18 by, plus 42 by, plus 15 by. And when you add them, you get the answer in by unit squared. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now, after I found the surface area, let's find now the volume. Here.
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher, why here we said this lateral area, not the surface area?
Because for the surface area here, for the volumes, you add the volumes. But in the surface area, no. You have to look at the shape or the figure. Look at the cone. Okay, imagine it now. Imagine that you have like, give me example like this shape. Imagine it now. It is a solid shape. Can you imagine it? How it would be if it is a solid shape?
Yes.
Okay, but if it is a solid shape, did you see the base of the cone? If you look at it, no. So you didn't find the surface area of it.
And what about the sphere? Why we said the surface, half of the surface area?
This is the sphere. Wait, I'm sorry. What I did from here. Sorry, this is the sphere. But did I see did the half sphere, all of the sphere here, the whole sphere, or half of it?
Half of it.
That's why I put half of the surface area. It's not the whole sphere.
Oh, okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome. Now let's find the volumes now. And the volumes, it's easy. It's the volume of the cone plus the volume of the cylinder plus half the volume of the sphere. Why half? We said because we didn't have the whole sphere. We only have half of it. Okay, now what is the volume of the cone? Just third, the area of the base times the height. What is the area of the base here? It is by r squared. Look at this base, it is a circle. So it is by r squared times the height, which is 7. Sorry, times just 4. Nah. There's no undo here. Sorry. Seven, 3, 3, 5, and 4. Yeah. So the volume now of the shape or the composite shape, we said it is the volume of the cone plus the volume of the cylinder plus half the volume of the sphere. Now, say the volume of the cone is third the area of the base, which is by r squared, since it is a circle, times the height. The height here, which is perpendicular on the base, is 4, plus the volume of the cylinder. It is B times H. What is the volume of the cylinder now?
Pi r squared
The
times
area of the
h.
base, which is pi r squared, times the height, which is 7, plus half the volume of the sphere, which is 4 over 3 by r cubic. So we have 4 times 3, or we said it is third times by r. What is the radius? It is 9 times 4, plus by times 9 times 7, plus half times 4 over 3 by times 3 cubic, or 27. Then we have 12 by plus 63. This is 9, is it right? Okay, 63 by plus 27 over 3, 9 times 2, 18 by 30 plus 63, 93 by unit cubic. So this is now the volume of this composite shape. We add the volume of each shape times we added them to get the volume of the composite figure.
Yes, okay, teacher. The
Yes.
unit will be like something squared, right? The unit will be like something squared, like centimeters squared.
Cubic. Cubic. The volume
Cubic.
is in cubic. The surface
Okay.
area is in squared.
Teacher,
Yes.
teacher, if it's solid, there won't be a sphere. We will not use the sphere.
If it is solid,
Yeah,
how?
like you said.
If it is solid, what did you say?
Like teacher said something to Habiba that's about if this look, it will be like a solid.
Yeah, and just to imagine it. Don't look at it as a drawn shape.
But like we will use the volume of the sphere, right?
Half of the volume of the sphere, not all of them.
Yeah.
Not the whole, the half.
Okay.
Okay. So by this question here, we revise the sphere, the cylinder, and the cone. Now, let's talk about another shape here.
Teacher, I'm sorry, but we have chemistry now. The teacher might get mad.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know. That's the time is finished. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any question related for this chapter?
No, teacher.
thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Do you need the next lesson, or it's enough?
We have period.
Sorry?
It doesn't matter with me.
Teacher, when are you free?
The second period, and if you are not with me at the 5th, it will be also the 5th and the 6th.
Let's see in the group if you are free or no.
Nothing me now. Do you want or no?
Problem is, in the 6th we have English, and now we have chemistry.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 5th. My period. Are you want
Like,
to take it
teacher,
or
like just one example, like that.
طيب okay, حسن.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.